I got the 2019 Alfa Romeo Giulia. I decided not to do the Giulia TI because it had a few different options that just weren't necessary for what I was trying to get out of the car. And the TI had a few different options that I didn't really need since the base car became just so well equipped from the start. And I got the just the normal Giulia. Alright, so with this in mind, I basically got this exact same car right here in Rosso red with the 17-inch wheels. It's more of a base model. Starting price is $41.95. Leather seats are standard. Xenon headlights are standard. LED rear lights, interior ambient lighting, and LED cornering lights are all standard. So I didn't have to worry about getting anything like that. The 8-speed automatic transmission is standard. The 280 horsepower i4 turbocharged engine is standard, so that will get it to 60 in about 5.1 seconds. I just stuck with the Rosso red because black and white are just a little too monotone for me. I would like something a little more spicy, like a red color. I'd prefer a blue, but a red is my second choice. Black is just hard to see. It gets scratched up and it's hard to keep clean, so I wasn't really on board with black. I've had a white car before and I felt like I was driving just a big marshmallow, so I just didn't really want to get a white car. So red made sense to me. It was no cost for the Rosso red. And then going down the list here, there's a bunch of different wheel options, but if you want the 19-inch or the 18-inch wheels, you have to get separate option packages. So I just stuck with the 17-inch wheels, which are I think 225, 50 R17s, so they're like 50 series sidewalls, which should be pretty good for Michigan winters and Michigan potholes that are pretty bad. And plus the ride will be a little bit better and the road noise will be a little bit lower with the smaller rims, so that'll be a little bit nicer, especially with how crappy the roads are around here. So that'll be nice, and I won't give up too much of a ride compared to the Chrysler 300, which excels at ride quality. Alfa Romeo car cover, I don't need a car cover. I got a garage if I really need it, so we're not going to spend money on that. Let's see, there's black interior and there's black ice interior colors, as well as red and a tan interior. So deciding between all these, the black, I didn't want to go all black because I've already had a car with a black interior, so I want to try something different. And my girlfriend's car is a red exterior with a black interior, and I really didn't want to have the same exact color combo as her. I wanted something just a little bit different to differentiate myself a little bit. So the black and ice interior, the only downside of this is that the white inside the car can get it's harder to keep a white interior clean, which is kind of opposite of like a white exterior. So like a black exterior is hardest to keep clean, and a white interior is hardest to keep clean. So I didn't really want to go with the ice interior color. The black and tan interior colors, I think this would have been my second choice next to the red, but the tan, I don't know, I really wanted something that matched the exterior color, and I feel like the interior should complement the exterior. And a lot of people would agree that the tan is more like it's like a Ferrari colored interior with a red exterior, so you'd basically have a four-door Ferrari. But I just felt like what other time in my life am I going to be able to get a red interior for no extra money? I mean, that's pretty awesome to be able to have an option of a red interior, and someone like me at 23, 24 years old is pretty happy to have a red interior, and I'll take it. And then there's a bunch of different options for like your infotainment system and stuff like that, but I decided just to stick with the 6.5-inch AM/FM radio with Bluetooth integration, because going up to the 8-inch screen, I mean, it costs more money. It's going to cost more money per month. I'm not going to pay extra for satellite radio because this car doesn't have like weather or like gas prices or events or anything like built in, so you're not going to really gain much by doing that. I decided to get the Harman Kardon premium sound system because there's just something about having 900 watts of power and 14 speakers, 4 tweeters, 4 woofers, and 5 mid-range speakers. I just think it's going to sound great. The speaker grills look great. My friend works for Harman International, and I really like the work that he does and all the good that he does for FCA. So I really enjoy that. I really like that sound system. I've sampled that in a Giulia before, and it sounded really good, even a little bit better than my Beats by Dre audio system in my 300. So I really like that a lot. Plus, if I'm taking calls over the phone for work, the sound quality will be much better, and I can hear everybody's voices on a conference call or something when I'm driving. So that'll be advantageous. Dual pane sunroof, the sunroof takes off about 1.5 inches of headroom, and for someone like me who's 6 feet tall, I need the headroom like in spades if possible, especially with a smaller car like this. And the extra weight hurts gas mileage and performance, and it raises the center of gravity. So I just decided, you know what, why not? Why pay for the sunroof that I only use for, maybe twice a week for 3 months out of the year? Not really worth it. I decided to get the Forward Collision Warning Plus because the Dynamic Assist package just had too many features that I don't really need, and we'll go on to those in the next slide here. Nero Edizioni, $1,250 for some black accent packages. I didn't really think that was worth it. It's just an appearance package, and I'm more about just getting the performance aspect and not about getting the looks necessarily. I don't really need it unless I'm absolutely keeping the car for many, many years, and I'm not doing that in this case. Cold weather package, I think this was necessary just because I've had heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and heated washer nozzles in my 300, and it made it just an absolute champ in the wintertime. When it gets cold up in the northern states, the heated front seats are just great to have. Heated steering wheel, I could go without it, but it's included in the package. And heated washer nozzles, I've had windshield wiper washer nozzles freeze up on me before, and not being able to see when you're going highway speeds would be kind of dangerous, so I just stuck with the heated washer nozzles as part of the cold weather package, so I got that. Cargo convenience package adds like a cargo net and some bag hooks. I don't think that's really worth $250 to hang my groceries in the trunk. The driver assist dynamic plus package, I didn't really see the need for this. $1,500 when the only thing I really need was the forward collision warning plus, which was a separate option. So that's why I skipped this option package. Driver assist static with front sensors package. I decided to get this because auto dimming exterior mirrors, yeah, that is nice to have so I don't get blinded in the face at night. Blind spot and cross path detection. Yes, I think cross path detection actually is probably one of the best things to have when you're pulling out of a parking space and there's a huge like Chevy Tahoe to the left or right of you. You can't see and someone's speeding through a parking lot like an idiot. This is a great thing to have when that happens. And this adds front park assist sensor, so I really like that. I decided not to get the 8-inch screen or the 8-inch with navigation. Paying an extra $850 to $1,900 doesn't make sense on this type of car. It's more of a driver's car than a technology-based car. So I just stuck with the smaller screen since it already has Bluetooth, it already has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So powertrain, there shouldn't be any options on this. Nope. 280 horsepower direct injection turbo engine, 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm not going to pay extra for colored brake calipers. I know they're really cool, but once again, I'm only keeping this car for a year. I'm only going to put on 30 to 35,000 miles on it. And if I was keeping this car forever, yes, I'd probably get colored brake calipers because they're pretty cool, but I'm not going to pay the extra for no performance increase. Engine block heater. You can get an engine block heater if you want. It doesn't get quite cold enough for that in Michigan. So we'll view the summary and you can see how much this car is and what options and how it looks. So this is the car, what it's going to look like. The car is going to have a little bit of a space between the tire and the fender because all-wheel drive adds about, I think it's almost 1 inch of ride height. And it's going to have a beefy sidewall, but that's going to improve the ride and the quietness of the car, so I think that's going to help me a little bit on some of these rough roads. And then you got the red interior, which I have no regrets. I really like red interiors, and what other cars in the market offer a no-cost red leather interior? So I just felt like that would be pretty darn sweet. And that's not my zip code, so I don't know whose that is. I live in Michigan. I don't know where that is. So yeah, I have all the options on there, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think total MSRP with destination it comes to about $44,500. Um, and I just pay a fraction of that each month as part of my company lease payment, which includes like maintenance, insurance, and stuff like that. But it's a very competitive price that I pay, and this car will be slightly less money per month than my Chrysler 300 was. So that's it. This is the car that I built. This is the car I'll be coming in December. Sometime in December. It takes about 3 to 4 months for it to arrive, just because of document processing, build time. It takes 3 weeks to ship it across the ocean, and then it's got to enter customs in the United States, and then get on a truck, and then ship that to Michigan. So that whole shipping process takes about a month and a half, in addition to the build. It takes a few days to build the car. So, well, more like a day, but from start to finish, probably 2 or 3 days. So that's it. That's my car, and if you guys have any questions or comments, just put them in the section below. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.